The values that I was raised on, that I've heard people talk about, we are an Appalachian, southeastern Ohio community. So what that means for us, we have a lot of strengths and there's a lot of resiliency built into our culture, but
which is important.
Right. But it's also important to recognize where we're still vulnerable. Most people here are blue collar, we work hard, work ethic is important. And I think sometimes that's a detriment. It's almost like if you work 60 hours, 70 hours in a week, that's a badge of honor, not a sign that perhaps your life is out of balance.
Right.
And so work is the first priority. Everything else is second. Depending on, what type of family you came from, maybe family is first and then everything else.
Yeah.
But self-preservation and continuing to improve yourself, there's very specific ways that is done and ways that that's taught in our community, most of which doesn't connect with getting professional help. So people think that coming to therapy is a sign of weakness, a sign that something is wrong, you're crazy. If you have to go talk to a professional, there's something wrong with you. Everybody can benefit from therapy.
Right.
If you ever go to a therapist and they tell you that they've never been to therapy, leave and find a better therapist.
Right.
Because they're not being honest with themselves about really our own profession. So therapy can be anything that you want it to be. If you're having problems making decisions, if you need an outside sounding board to listen to what's going on in your life and give you some feedback, we can do that. If you're having depression, we can help. Anxiety, we can help. Serious mental health disorders, we can help. But the purpose of mental health or behavioral health services, we are meant to be somebody who only cares about what you care about and helping you sort out how do your goals fit in your life? How can you get to your goals in the context of your life?
Yeah.
So the stigma, I think, people don't want to be in therapy. They don't want to have to come to an agency, to an office, and they wait way too long. I think grit is a good word for the Mid-Ohio Valley. And the whole pull yourself up by your bootstraps and don't let them see you down. Don't let them see you cry. Don't let them see you sweat. There is nothing wrong with people knowing that today's not my day.
Right.
You can be honest about that. Being honest about today's not my day, that may be the actual resilience that gets you through the day so that tomorrow has the capacity to be a better day.
Mental health, I believe is a component of our overall health. And nowhere in the health field outside of mental health do you go and consider yourself weak. If I break my leg and I go to the doctor, no one's gonna be like, oh my gosh, look how weak you are, go to the doctor to get your leg put back in place.
It's the same idea of if you have sprained your ankle and you're afraid that it's broken, it's swelling and it's causing you pain, there's nothing wrong with going to urgent care and having an x-ray done. But for some reason, when we feel emotional pain, we're supposed to just tough it out. That doesn't play with physical health. We have a different understanding of physical health and mental health. Mental health is health.
It is.
There's this old idea that our bodies and our brains are two different systems and should be treated differently. Our bodies require immediate action and there is no stigma, no issue around treating our physical health. Whereas I think we have still some stigma about mental health, but every piece of research that's being done, everything that we're learning, everything in our field, all of the new things that we're learning, there really is no separation between mind and body, which when you think about it, it makes sense. What controls your body? Your brain.
Yeah.
So why do we give more importance to a sprained ankle than we do to crippling emotional pain? It just doesn't make sense. It's an idea that has to change to avoid. There's been a lot of tragedy in the Mid-Ohio Valley lately. Coronavirus has been hard on people, and I don't think it's coronavirus itself. I think there were underlying issues that people were white knuckling through, and then a catastrophe happens. And now things are really off kilter. Most of our coping skills have been taken away. We can't be with family and friends and people we love, so people become more isolated. It just kind of has drawn attention to the cracks in the foundation that if it was your ankle, you wouldn't wait that long.
No, you wouldn't. And in fact...
And you wouldn't continue to walk on it and be like, well, I'll just keep walking on it and then it'll just fix itself. Everything we know about the physical body says your ankle is just going to become more injured.
Yeah.
But we don't treat our emotions and our emotional experience of our life the same.